their near kin. Much followed both, for both much money given, if they stand sound and well.
And a good play, whose modest scenes blush on his marriage day, that after holy tie and first night stir, yet still his modesty, and still retains, more of the maid to sight than husband's pains.
We prayer play may be so, for, I am sure, it has a noble breeder, and a pure.
Chaucer of all admired the story gives, there constant to eternity it lives. Do but you hold out your helping hands, and we shall tack about, and something do to save us.
You shall hear scenes, though below his art, may yet appear worth 2 hours' travail.
And to his bones, sweet sleep, content to you.
This play do not keep a little dull time from us. We perceive our losses fall so thick, we must needs leave.
Dear Palamon, dear in love and in blood, and our prime cousin yet unhardened in the crimes of nature, let us leave this city, Thebes, and the temptings in it, before we further sully our gloss of youth.
Your advice is cried up with example. What strange ruins, since first we went to school, may we perceive walking in Thebes.
I spake of Thebes. How dangerous, if we will keep our honors, it is for our residing. For every evil hath a good color. Every seeming good's a certain evil. Or not to be even jump as they are here were to be strangers. And such things, mere monsters.
'Tis in our power, unless we fear that apes can tutors to be masters of our manners. What need I affect another's gait, that which rips my bosom almost to the heart?
Creon.
He a most unbounded tyrant, whose successes makes heaven unfeared, and villainy assured beyond all power. There's nothing, one that fears not to do harm, good dares not. Let the blood of mine that sipped him be sucked from me with leeches.
Clear-spirited cousin, let's leave his court, though we make nothing of his loud infamy. For our milk shall relish of the pasture. We must be vile and disobedient, not his kinsmen in blood and less in quality.
You speak well. I think the echoes of his shames have defeated the ears of heavenly justice. Valerius.
The king calls for you, yet be leaden footed till his great rage be off him.
Small winds shake him, but what's the matter?
Theseus has sent deadly defiance and pronounces ruin to Thebes, and is at hand to seal the promise of his wrath. Let him approach. He brings not a jot of terror to us.
Leave that unreasoned. Our services stand now for Thebes, not Creon.
So we must. They said this war's afoot? 'Tis in motion. The intelligence of state came in the instant.
Let's to the king.
Let us follow the beckoning of our chance.
have told their sisters' children, nephews to the king.
By the helm of Mars, I saw them in the war. Like prepared lions, mere the prey, making the troops aghast. I fixated them constantly on them, for they were a mark worth a god's view. What prisoner was it that told me when I inquired their names?
I believe they are called Arcite and Palamon.
Tis right, though. They are not dead?
Nor in a state of life. Had they been taken when their first words were given, it was possible they might have been recovered. Yet they breathe and have the name of them.
Then, like men use them, the very lees of such race exceed the wine of others. All our sojourns, convent on their behoof, bear them speedily from our kind, ere them unkind administer. What man to man may do for our love and great Apollo's mercy. For all our best purpose still tender, lead into the city, where having all bound things scattered, we shall post through Athens for our army.
I may depart with little. While I live, something I may cast to you, not much. Alas, the prison I keep, though it be for great ones, yet they seldom come. Marry what I have, and be it what it will, I will assure my daughter at the day of my death.
Sir, I demand you no more than your own offer, and I will state your daughter in what I've promised.
Well, we'll talk more of this when the solemnity is past. But have you full promise of her? Until that shall be seen, I tender my consent.
I have, sir. Here she comes.
Your friend and I have chanced to name you here, upon the old business. But no more of that now. As soon as the court hurry is over, we shall see an end to it. In the meantime, look tenderly to the two prisoners. I can tell you that they are princes.
These are for their chamber. 'Tis pity they are in prison, and 'twere pity they should be out. I do think they have patience to make any adversity ashamed. The prison itself is proud of them, and they have all the world in their chamber.
They are famed to be a pair of absolute men.
By my troth, I think fame but stammers them. They stand a Greece above the reach of report.
Well, I heard them reported in the battle to be the only doers.
Nay, most likely, for they are noble sufferers. I marvel how they would have looked had they been victors, that with such a constant nobility enforce a freedom out of bondage, making misery their mirth and affliction a toy to jest at.
Do they so?
It seems to me they have no more sense of their captivity than I of ruling Athens. They eat well, look merrily, discourse of many things, but nothing of their own restraint or disasters. Yet sometime a divided side, martyred as toward deliverance, will break from one of them, when the other presently gives it so sweet a rebuke that I should wish myself aside to be so chid, or at least a sire to be comforted.
I never saw them.
Well, the Duke himself came privately in the night. And so did they. The reason of it is I know not. Look, yonder, that's Arcite that looks out.
No, sir, no, that's Palamon. Arcite is the lower of the twain. You may perceive a part of him.
Look, go to, leave your pointing. They would not make us their object. Out of their sight.
It is a holiday to look on them.